Hi, this is George Gamond. This is just an interesting interpretation of some information that I received, and I was reading an article about a survey of 1,600 companies and approximately 57,000 employees, and who are the happiest employees in one occupation. Okay, so interesting. Now, number one on the list is construction workers, right? The construction industry in general. I mean, not just the workers, but the whole industry, I guess. Number two was technology. Excuse me. Oh, my. I apologize for that. And then at the bottom of the list of the eight occupations listed, or companies, or whatever you want to call them, was healthcare at the bottom and teachers or educators just above that. I don't know why I have to start sneezing in the middle of this. But let's go back to the construction industry and why would they be the happiest according to my interpretation. Now you may disagree and you may think this is actually crazy, but I'll tell you why. And it's from my own experience because when I was in my 20s, I worked in construction for a while. And it's a sense of satisfaction. When you start working on a house, whatever you're doing there, laying the foundation, the framing, whatever you're doing with the house, at the end, you get to see the end results. And there's a sense of pride that you contributed to the building of a house, a commercial building, whatever it is, and that you were part of that. And there's a sense of this is going to last for a long time. And I was part of that. And you could drive down the street later and go, I worked on that. I helped build that. And there's that sense of satisfaction of actually being part of something like that. Well, that's my interpretation. Now, you may disagree and you might think, well, there's a whole different reason, but I really believe that there's that sense of satisfaction. It's not the money, because according to the article, in the construction industry, wages have actually gone down in the last 40 years. The base salaries for construction and how what you get are about the same, but the problem is it has not kept up with inflation and the cost of everything else. So it's really more of a sense of satisfaction. Now, the second industry was technology. And when you're working in technology, you're a software engineer, you're designing websites, there is that same kind of sense of satisfaction because you've put something out there for people to appreciate. I guess artists would be very similar to that. It's very artistic, creative, the sense of satisfaction that you've made something, you've created something. Now, they didn't list auto mechanics or the auto industry, but in certain aspects of that industry, I would feel that there would be that same kind of sense of satisfaction that I did it. Now, educators and healthcare, I well, that's a whole different ballgame. And educators have had a challenge late recently over the last few years, and so they don't get the same satisfaction that they used to get from teaching children or young people or young adults. That's my interpretation. I could be completely wrong on that, but why would they be at the bottom of happy? It's because of all the pressure that's put on them, and same with the healthcare, especially with the COVID problem. And just healthcare just became very pressure oriented, and there's not that sense of satisfaction. I'm sure in some cases when you see a patient recover, yes. Let's go back to the original thing, the original thought about construction and industries like that. It's that sense of satisfaction that you've made something, that you've created something, and the world can appreciate what you have done. So that's my interpretation of why these industries people would be the happiest, because of their sense of accomplishment. Thank you for listening. Bye.